Good morning, fellow gardening friends. It is me, Adrianne, and today I thought we would get outside and do just kind of, I guess, like a hodgepodge of things. I don't really want to say that I want to stick to doing one thing because I never really do. Ooh, the sun. I never really do. But yeah, I'm just kind of looking around and just kind of noticing some empty pockets, and I'm just going to kind of go around and see where I can put some things in and fit some things in the garden space. And I also got my secondary variegated hydrangea in. So I really want to try to find a spot to put those in the ground, as well as my roses that I got in from Heirloom Roses. So let's get into it. Just in there. Look at those roots. I'll break that up just a little. All right, you guys, so I went ahead and planted the other five verbena, which are annuals for most, but they will perennialize for me. I'm not sure, though, if I'll keep them in the ground as perennials. When they come back up, they come up beautifully. However, they kind of start to lull out, and I have been giving the other one shots of fertilizer. Apologize for the background noise. I'm at the front of the house today. And I have been giving these weekly water-soluble fertilizer. I am going to do that in just a second after I finish filming this video. So there's the, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 that I planted. Oh, 4 and 5. So 3, 4, 5. And the rest of them have been here. So that's 15 verbena. That should spread out like a nice little carpet right here in the front. I did see that Walmart had some super petunias, so I may hop in the car real quick, run to Walmart, see if I can grab me a few of my least favorite petunia. But I want to give them a shot and see. I don't know, I guess it's just the pink that throws me, but it's super petunia. It's bubblegum, and everybody raves about it, and I don't know, I've never tried it because when I see it in person, it's kind of lackluster. But maybe once I get it in the ground around everything else, maybe I will like it. So I'm going to run to Walmart real quick, see if they have some, and maybe I can plop them out by the mailbox. There's the larapi. It's coming in nice and strong. Probably can be divided and placed elsewhere in the yard. The daisies are looking beautiful. And all the hydrangeas are really starting to fill in and bud up. And the asters also are starting to take off and bud up, along with the allium. It's almost allium time. You can see some are already open, some still have their bloom heads about ready to go. And here are the agapanthus, you guys. This is sapphire. Isn't that beautiful? So this is part of the Southern Living Plant Collection. It is hardy for us here in Georgia. I am in a zone 8A. That cluster has yet to produce anything. So we'll see what color that one is once it starts to bloom, or if it even blooms this year. And then here is the other allium. So what I'm going to do, sorry, plane overhead, one moment. All right, you guys. I don't know if you could even hear any of that. Starting from here, and it works its way around. It's just like a hedge of millennium alliums. I do have plans to move this one right here back, and it's actually, you can see a perfect division. I may be able to get another plant. Actually, I could get 2 plants out of that, and I want them to go right back here in this empty space. And then I'm just going to close in my hedge right here with another millennium onion, or millennium allium by Monrovia. The thing about the Monrovia versus the serendipity alliums that I get from Proven Winners is I don't see that these readily self-seed themselves all over the place like serendipity. I have serendipity coming out my ears on the other side. They're sprouting out at the bases of every plant that's over there. So keep that in mind if you are looking for a type of allium. I love serendipity. I think it's beautiful. However, it does readily self-seed here for me in my zone 8A climate. And I've not noticed that the Monrovia brands do that. Let's see. All right, we're just going to continue to go on up the hill and uh, figure out what else that we're going to do. But aren't those beautiful? Just so pretty. There are little bees all over it. All right, hey guys, it is a continuation. It is another day. I got a flat of annuals in. It's just a flat of coleus. It's Wicked Witch coleus. I got about 32 of those that I want to get in the ground. Probably sprinkle them throughout the backyard, some in the front yard. I probably will do some in some pots because I love them in containers on my front porch last year. So yeah, let's hop into it. All right, here is a little bit of the area right here that we're going to be planting the coleus in. You guys may remember this from a previous video. Those 2 dead things are indeed the bloom-struck hydrangeas. They did not make it, which honestly is no skin off my teeth. I really was wanting to throw them away, but I was going to try to give them a fighting chance at survival. So yeah, anyway, we're going to clean this area up right back in here, clean all the weeds and the brush out. There are some hostas that are in there along with my spiderwort. The hostas I'm probably going to chunk, to be quite honest with you. I did get those from my friend's garden space some months back. However, they're just not thriving, and they're honestly, they're not as attractive as some of my other hostas that I have out here. And if I don't like them, then they gotta go. So they're going to go in lieu of my coleus. So let's set up. This is Color Blaze. I think I called it Wicked Witch. It's actually dipped in wine coleus. I have to go back and check the stats, but I'm pretty sure they can get up to 3 feet tall and definitely 3 feet spread. So they're almost like a mini shrub in essence. That is a flat of 18. I got that from a local grower here, or nursery. They deliver to the metro Atlanta area, and I go to them for a lot of things that I can't find locally sourced at some of my other smaller nursery centers that I visit. So they are amazing, but they delivered these probably like, I don't know, maybe a week or so ago. And I've just not been feeling the best, so I'm just now getting these in the ground. We have a pretty long growing season, so I tend to plant annuals and things throughout the year because things typically won't die back for us until very end of November, sometimes well into December. So I've had coleus growing well into December months for me. So I'm not overly concerned that they won't have time to take off. They'll have ample time to spread out and do their things. This is a flat of 18. I have another flat of 18. So we have like, what, 36 to get in the ground. I don't think they're all going to go back here. I very well could, but I do know that I'm going to plant the vast majority of them back here. And then I'll carry some of them up front to some containers and possibly around the water fountain out front. We'll see. We will definitely see. All right, I know they're probably really hard to see, but I have them scattered right around through here and all up to where my dead hydrangeas are that I'm going to come pull up out the ground in just a second. But I think that'll be pretty. It'll add a nice block of color to this corner over here, and it'll help fill in the space until I decide on, sorry, delivery truck, until I decide on what it is that I actually want to plant in this space, because right now I'm still kind of clueless as to what it is that I want to put right here. But I do know that I want something to go in the space. And there it is. And I've not even came back out here and attempted to mulch over this again, because the leaves are falling out of the tree. The huge seeds are falling out of the tree, because this is a tulip tree. So yeah, they just drop these little seed pods all year long, and I kind of just don't even bother with coming out here trying to keep it completely cleaned out. It would be a never-ending task. The other ones I put right up here and right over here. All right, you guys, I have my watering system going right now. I think I want to call it a wrap for today. Like I said, we're not expecting rain, but we have some clouds overhead. It would be a blessing, honestly, if we did get some rain, but I highly doubt that. So I am going to leave you guys with a clip of me going in and preparing dinner for us tonight. So I want to thank you guys so much for stopping by, hanging out with me today. It is truly always a blessing, and I think next video we're going to be inside a little bit. We'll be doing a little bit of decorating inside, styling some vignettes in our new sitting room. So yep, that's going to wrap it up. Thank you guys so much. Always don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment and share the video. Helps me get out there in the YouTube algorithm, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye. All right, you guys, I was feeling some shrimp and crawfish etouffee. My rendition, don't come after me in the comments. Never done it before. So we started with some peeled and deveined shrimp. You're going to heat some oil on a skillet, low medium heat, and I put the garlic in there so that the oil picks up the flavor of the garlic. Careful not to burn it. Next, I did wash that shrimp and put it back in the bag. So I did go ahead and cook the shrimp. I added some Creole seasoning and some Bayou blend seasoning. I normally would cook my onions in there with the garlic first, but I kind of forgot, so I went in and added it in. I did not cook my shrimp all the way through because I'm going to add it back to this cream mixture and let it finish cooking the rest of the way through. You're going to add your spinach, cream to the giblets that are left in the bottom of the skillet. Add your shrimp back in there with your crawfish and some Parmesan cheese in there. Let it thicken up a little bit, and there you have it. Now I am serving mine over a bed of good old-fashioned plain white rice. You can choose whatever you want to serve yours on, but the family loved it. This is the finished product, and I did have me a little lemon drop to sip on the side.